What is up, boys? It is YaroWins, and in this video I'm going to bring you a hybrid 150k overpowered starting squad builder. Now, you may say that 150k is not really a starting budget, but if you haven't started playing yet, you will find that actually making coins is very easy, especially at the start of the game, and it should be very attainable to get this squad in the sort of early, I guess, first week of FIFA really, especially before the first weekend league. So in terms of the pricing of this squad, 150k should be the maximum it costs. With the obvious fluctuations that do happen on the market, it may change slightly, but this should be within the 150k budget. So getting right into it. Goalkeeper position. We will start off with Keylor Navas from PSG. Now, with his great diving and reflexes, he's always a fantastic shot stopper. Handling and positioning could be a problem sometimes, and also his lack of height, but you will need him in this squad, firstly to link with the two centre backs, but in general he is cheap for the stats that you get, and yeah, you can't really go wrong with him as a starting goalkeeper. Now, as I may have hinted at just then, the first of the two centre backs is of course Marquinhos. Now, he has fantastic defending stats. His pace is pretty decent. Medium high also is a good work rate for centre back. Good stamina as well. Good on the ball with that short and long passing. And yeah, for what you get, he's actually pretty cheap at approximately 20k, if I'm not mistaken, right now on both consoles. Now, for his centre-back partner, it is of course his PSG teammate Kimpembe. Again, a centre-back with a decent amount of pace. You can obviously remedy that with a shadow or an anchor chemistry style, which are both pretty cheap right now. But that triangle obviously has the green links, the strong links, and this is going to be important for the chemistry. But yeah, that is a solid sort of back three. And yeah, we can move on to the wing backs. Now, this will be a newly transferred card, one of the FIFA favorites. It is of course Lorenzi. Now, of course, after his long spell at Roma, he played briefly for Valencia on loan, I believe, last season. But yeah, he's an interesting card because he obviously, in some ways, is better at attacking even than defending. But with the obviously green link with Kimpembe or Marquinhos, depending on which side you play. I personally would play Kimpembe on the right side because he's left-footed, but it really doesn't matter. Also, in terms of starting, you will actually understand I'm actually wrong. It does matter because the left back in this team is Renan Lodi, the Atletico left back. He's got a very nice upgrade this year, very solid option, and he is going to be an important component in the hybrid aspect of this team. The reason for it is the next player in the team will be the extremely overpowered looking and amazingly pace upgraded Marcos Llorente. Now, this guy had something like 50 pace last year, now he's got 84. Nice physical, nice dribbling. Passing is decent, defending is solid. This guy is a fantastic box to box, and at around 20k right now, he's a steal really. Now, moving on to the cam in your team or in the starting lineup, it is of course the young talent and Llorente's teammate, Felix. Now, this guy was actually extinct for the first few days. I believe now he's about 18k. In general, that I think is good value. He has good shooting stats, good dribbling stats. Passing is not too great, but you would really play him as like a sort of second striker in behind the main one. Skill moves at 5-star is great. Weak foot at 4-star is good. And yeah, he should be a fun player to use this year, especially as one of the cover stars. Now, the reason for him as well is another part of the hybrid, and that is the very overpowered and the very cheap Renato Sanchez. Now, as I'm making this, apparently this is a new card and in form, so you may have trouble getting this original card for the next week or so. But that in form, Jesus, that looks very nice. But in this particular squad, you would get the cheaper, of course, version, the original version. Now, this guy, you can't really go wrong with him. He's a box to box. He can do everything on the ball and off the ball. Decent pace, good physical, good dribbling, passing is good. If you put a shadow on him, happy days. Now, moving on to the right wing. Again, a player that is underrated on FIFA in my opinion because of his weak foot. But in general, this guy, Di Maria, with a hunter, boost that pace, boost that shooting. With his passing and dribbling and his 5-star skills, he is always a good threat. And yeah, fun player to use. The weak foot, of course, can be an issue, but I think for his price at around 15k, it's still a steal, and it is worth trying, especially in sort of the early couple of weeks of FIFA. Now, moving over to the left side, we have another player that is very, very cheap for what you get, and it is another Atletico player. It is Carrasco. Now, fantastic pace, nice dribbling, decent shooting for a wide player, and yeah, he gets obviously the strong link with Lodi and Lorenzi. He gets his 9 chem, and that only leaves us now with the striker, the central striker. Now, unfortunately, there aren't that many fantastic options here, but, and bear with me on this, you may think Icardi, too slow, not enough passing, not enough dribbling. But I found in this game, central strikers that have good end product are effective. And if you put Hunter on this guy, decent weak foot, he's going to have 99 finishing, he's going to have something like 84 pace, which is not too bad. He's going to be an aerial threat. And yeah, I think especially considering this is going to be sort of the first week or so, or few weeks of FIFA, you can very comfortably get away with using someone like this until you can sort of improve your team further. But yeah, that is a nice starting option. And yeah, this team, as I say, 150k, it's very solid. There are obviously things that you could potentially change, but it is strong across the board. You've got a good centre-back partnership, good mobile box-to-box midfielders. You've got a nice creative cam. You've got 2 5-star skillers. You've got a target man. You've got a very pacey player on the left, and you have a very, very strong goalkeeper. So yeah, guys, this is a very nice squad for a cheap price that you can start off with. Comment down below what your thoughts are of this team, if you would potentially try it. Also comment any other formations or budgets or squads that you would like to see. And yeah, guys, leave a like if this squad builder helped you out, if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And yeah, guys, I will see you very soon for loads more content. Peace.